can't handle the truth.
Hello everybody, my name is Ifan Yuba and this is 360 Degree Mastery. This is the channel where we teach you personal effectiveness, self-mastery, and how to create, grow, and manage your wealth. Today's video, I just want to speak from the heart. It's not scripted. I didn't write anything down. I'm not going to share with you 5 tips or 5 bits of information or 5 bits of advice on how you can live your life better. I just want to talk about something that I have noticed and is becoming increasing in recent days, and that is AI and AI applications. The reason why is this. A few days ago, my son came home with a math assignment, and he came to me, he said he needed help with the assignment. So I sat down with him, we went over the examples, I explained it to him. It was algebra. I explained to him, and then to help him along, we did 1 or 2 of the problems together, and then I gave him his textbook and told him, go and do the rest. A couple of minutes later, my son comes back and asks if he can use my computer. I asked him, what do you want to use my computer for? And he said that his friend told him about this app that all you have to do is just enter the equations into the app, and then it will generate the working and spit out the answer for you. I told my son, I said, I'm not going to let him use my computer for that. And he said, why? Because he couldn't understand. As far as he was concerned, what was important was that he gets the assignment done and he produces the answers. And I told him, I said, but there is a process. The reason why you are learning math is because you are training yourself how to think cognitively. You are training yourself how to solve problems. You are making yourself a better person. And that is one of the things, that makes me want to talk today about AI and the applications and what they are doing. You see, AI is meant to make life easier. It's meant to make life simple. It's meant to make work faster. But a lot of the applications that are coming up seem to be replacing human effort, seem to be attempting to replace human creativity, and ultimately it is going to make us lazy. Let me give you another example. A few weeks ago was my sister's birthday, and I was discussing with a friend of mine, and she showed me an app on her phone and said I should tell her some things about my sister. How old is she? What does she do for a living? How many kids does she have? And so on. So I supplied this information, and as I was talking, she was typing this information, and she entered this information into an app. And the app generated a song complete with the voice, with the intonation, cultural, Afrobeat, and it sounded wonderful. And I was very impressed with it. I took it home, I played it for my sister and my family. Everybody loved it so much. But my dad asked me a question. He said, did you generate this? I said no. He said, you didn't produce this music? I said no. I said it's an AI app that just enters some information and to generate the music for you. And then my dad thought for a moment and said, so the person whose voice this app is using is not going to get paid. And that got me thinking. There are a lot of things that AI is trying to do for us. It wants to write for you. It wants to sing for you. It wants to generate your videos. It wants to generate books for you. I write for a living. I'm an author, and I know how much work I put into my writing. I know how much research I have to do. I know how many years it took me to develop my style, and I know that there's no application, there's no AI that can ever duplicate Ifan Yuba's writing style. But there are a lot of people who could be writers, who would want to be writers, that are discouraged because if an AI can generate a book for you within a couple of minutes and prepare it and publish it, then why make effort at all? All right. And this applies to so many other aspects of the creative landscape. Why should musicians bother to learn music at all? Why should artists bother to learn how to draw and to paint when AI can generate, this thing for you in seconds and, make any human effort look inferior by comparison? I'm not saying AI is bad. I'm just saying that we should pause and we should think about it. Imagine if we have children that use AI for everything. You give them assignments, they use AI. You give them tests, they use AI. And because they know that the information is already there, they don't have to study, they don't have to read, they don't have to learn, they don't have to fail and try again. They don't learn how to put in effort, how to persevere. At the end of the day, you are creating a generation of extremely lazy and extremely entitled individuals, and I wouldn't want to live in a world like that. So today's video, like I said before, is not scripted. I didn't come here to bash AI, but I just said that we should pay attention to what AI is doing in our lives. We should know how we use it. Fine, it's supposed to make work faster, but it's only supposed to make work faster for somebody who is already working, who is really competent, who wants to save time and get results. It's not supposed to replace the actual work. It's not supposed to replace the actual experience. It's not supposed to replace the actual individual. So if you are one of those people who is fond of, using AI and exposing your children to artificial intelligence, to have it do their work for them, have it generate things for them in a few seconds, I would ask you to have a rethink, because you might not be raising the kind of children that you would be proud of. AI is good, but it has its downsides, it has its disadvantages, and there are risks attached to relying too much on artificial intelligence. That's just what I have to say today. My name is Ifan Yuba, and this is 360 Degree Mastery. I wish you a prosperous week ahead. I will see you next week, God willing, with more tips and more information on how you can live a better, happier, and more successful life with peace of mind. Namaste.